everyone, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt, and this is Son.
Hi.
And this is the week that's WWE. This is the Out of the Blue Smackdown review. Like I say, it's Out of the Blue Smackdown review now. It's a new name, and it's a new intro sequence as well, which I'm quite proud of. But anyway, Smackdown, 10th of the 9th, 2019. Started off with who?
Undertaker.
The Undertaker, yes, come back. Obviously, they were in.
was on Raw.
Well, yeah, but Austin was on Raw, wasn't he? Because they're in Madison Square Gardens, there's quite a big arena for the WWE. They kind of have some of the legends come back. Austin came back on Raw. This week on SmackDown, it was The Undertaker. And he did do a bit of a promo about Madison Square Garden being his home and that it was a new era of superstar that then brought out who dared to interrupt The Undertaker.
Sami Zayn.
Yes, he came out. He did a bit of a. He was bigging up the Undertaker, calling him a legend and that. Until basically, that was until we knew it was coming. He said basically that it shouldn't have been the Undertaker that started SmackDown. It should have been Sami Zayn, and that Undertaker should do the right thing by leaving the ring and passing the torch to Sami Zayn. Taker did go to leave the ring, but decided not to. He decided to return and do what?
Choke slam.
Yep, he choke slammed Sami Zayn. That was basically the end of it. That was the end of that little sequence. So I don't, I'm not really a big fan of Sami Zayn, but it's nice to see the Undertaker back every once in a while. Obviously, they had the Fireflies Funhouse on Raw. They did tease that there might be a future sort of program with the Undertaker and the Fiend. Maybe that's just a possibility. Next, it was Shane McMahon and Chad Gable backstage. Basically, Elias, they said Elias was out with an ankle injury or they said broken ankle, and that Chad Gable thought he'd get a bye to the end of this King of the Ring. Shane McMahon had other ideas. He said that Chad Gable wanted to earn his spot in the final, so he'll find him a suitable opponent, and they'll announce it later on. Then we had The Miz and Andrade with Shinsuke Nakamura on commentary. Shinsuke Nakamura decided that he wasn't going to speak in English. He didn't have Sami Zayn as his mouthpiece, so he'd speak in Japanese for the whole commentary. There was a nice little spot with The Miz where he threw Andrade into Shinsuke when he was sitting at commentary. But it was The Miz who got the win with a skull-crushing finale, only to then receive a couple of knee strikes from Shinsuke after the match, and then a Kinshasa knee strike right at the end. So they've got a match, Clash of Champions for the Intercontinental Championship, so that's heightened up that a little bit more. Then we had Shane McMahon backstage looking for Chad Gable, again playing on his height issue again. It's a bit repetitive now, to be honest, but eventually Chad Gable was there and he announced that who would he face in the main event of SmackDown for the King of the Ring semi-final match. Who was it? Who was Chad Gable going to face?
Shane McMahon.
Yep, he was going to make himself his opponent in the main event. Again, there was a moment where Chad Gable did a face. I thought it summed up the WWE universe. He sort of did this sort of disappointed, oh no, not again face, and it was quite funny. Anyway, next it was Mandy Rose versus Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross got a roll-up win. It seems to be what she always keeps doing at the minute, it's just getting sneaky roll-up wins. But, they've got a match at Clash of Champions. It'll be Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Then we had Ember Moon and Bayley backstage. Ember Moon was saying that Bayley must be under Sasha Banks' influence because she's not really doing much for the women's division, and Ember Moon was saying that Bayley was better than what she is being at the minute. Then we had Heavy Machinery versus a couple of jobbers. It seems that the Heavy Machinery have become the Viking Raiders of SmackDown. They're just doing squash jobber matches. They did win.
I think it's the Heavy Machinery squash.
Well, yeah, I'm going to have to think, if they're going to keep doing this, I'm going to have to think of a new video, another little intro for the little section for the Heavy Machinery. Maybe the Heavy Machinery Crush, because it seems to be what to do with these tag teams, so they just put them in squash matches. Then we had Shane McMahon and Owens backstage. Shane McMahon was saying to Owens a couple of weeks ago, you want me to overturn this find? I've got an idea of how we can do that. And he gave him a referee shirt saying you can referee my match and do the right thing. Then we had Eric Rowan come out. Eric Rowan did a promo, wasn't great. Then Roman Reigns come out, which was good because they had a brawl. They brawled into the crowd. Eric Rowan grabbed a fan and threw him into Roman Reigns and all the security that amassed around ringside, which was quite a cool spot. He then attempted to drag Roman Reigns up the stage, only for them to have a little bit of a brawl on the stage. And then Eric Rowan threw what I'm calling a camera boom. It's like a camera on like a crane. He picked it up and he threw it into Roman Reigns, and then really heightened the drama for their match at Clash of Champions. Found out since then that they now made that a no DQ match, so there are going to be more of these kind of things in that match. So it's going to be quite a cool match.
Probably that's going to be hardcore.
It's probably going to be a quite brutal match. Yeah, hopefully it's going to be a good one. Then we had Bayley versus Ember Moon. Like I was saying earlier, Charlotte was on commentary. Bayley got the win again over Ember Moon, like anyone would think that she wasn't. And then they had a standoff in the ring with Charlotte and Bayley, and that was it. Then we had Kofi Kingston. He was going through the history of Kofi and Randy, especially at Madison Square Gardens, where he dived from outside the ring when he was outside in the crowd. He jumped from a top sort of rise bit through Randy Orton through a table. And you heard the resounding stupid again from Randy Orton. They're really hammering this stupid thing home, to be honest. They keep doing it. Randy was standing in the crowd. He baited Kofi to sort of go into the crowd. It's what Kofi did. And then Orton attacked him with a chair. They had a bit of a brawl. Kofi used the chair. He set up a table to sort of repeat history, as it were, only for them to do a mistake, which was quite funny. The table broke before they could do anything. They didn't really do anything with the table. It just broke. And then Kofi set up another table, and then he set Randy on top of it, and then he did the same thing from the rise, jumped through to Randy, and that was how they sort of ended that. And obviously they've got a match at Clash of Champions. We get to the main event. It was Gable versus Shane for the King of the Ring semi-finals with Kevin Owens as the referee. Shane McMahon came out with the Best in the World Cup, which was quite interesting, quite funny. But it was a really quick German suplex. It was a sort of German suplex roll through. Chad Gable got the pin. Kevin Owens made the pin, got the 3. It looked like Chad Gable was going to win, only for Shane McMahon then to say, no, this is a 2 out of 3 falls match. And he made it a 2 out of 3 falls match. They did a nice little crucifix pin. Gable did a crucifix pin on Shane McMahon. Kevin Owens was going back, checking the shoulders of Shane, making sure they were fully down. Then he sort of went for a pin, the count, only for Shane then to kick out. Basically, Owens did a fast count for Shane. He did a slow count for Gable. Shane, towards the end of the match, got a chair, only to use it as a distraction, saying, well, take it off me, throw it out. He did that. As he had his back turned, Shane went to do a low blow to Gable. Gable caught the ankle, turned it into an ankle lock, and then Shane McMahon tapped out. So he won the 2 out of 3 falls. Chad Gable's now going through to the final against Baron Corbin at Clash of Champions. I'm thinking it's Clash of Champions. I haven't actually, to just quickly reiterate, I haven't actually heard that it's going to be Clash of Champions yet. I haven't looked, to be fair. I did look at the Clash of Champions sort of card last night, because we're doing a predictions video after this one, which will be uploaded on Friday. But I could not see that match, but we will predict that anyway. And then Shane McMahon attacked Kevin Owens from behind and then proceeded to say, "You are fired," and he fired Kevin Owens, and that was how they ended Smackdown. Since then, Kevin Owens has put out a cryptic tweet that maybe hints that he's going to NXT. NXT does start live next week, and while we're on the subject, we are going to do from now on a weekly review of NXT when it goes live. It's going to be called the Look Back NXT Recap, and that's coming next week. Yeah, that was Smackdown. It was okay. It is the go-home show. There wasn't too much. Some of the storylines were a bit stale. They've gone a bit stale going into Clash of Champions. Like the Miz and Shinsuke, I'm not really interested in that match, to be honest. I'm not really interested in the women's tag team match. There aren't that many matches I'm really interested in to see. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we, Kai, and see how Clash of Champions go. Anyway, I think we'll say, if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, which will be the Clash of Champions predictions. So I'll say goodbye, and say goodbye, Kai.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.